1, 2, no. Dolph Ziggler kicks out. Thank you for joining us, folks. We're currently in progress with Dolph Ziggler versus Roman Reigns. This is No Forgiveness, PAWL's first pay-per-view. This is part 2. If you missed part 1, go and check it out. Roman Reigns just kicked out of Dolph Ziggler's home run ball, his best move, the zigzag. Been in this match for about 7 minutes. Now the competitors are wearing down and Dolph Ziggler crashes and burns. Reigns now looking to take advantage of that.
Oh, Reigns with a tough elbow.
Reigns now running around the ring.
I think he's after some... No, maybe not. I thought he was going to get something and bring it in the ring.
Ziggler with a big clothesline. Looking to knock his head off. Ziggler now with some lefts and rights and a drop kick, stunning Reigns. And a roll up by Ziggler. Hold on. Oh, rope break. Reigns grabs the ropes. What a match this has been. No, Ziggler gets out of that. And a side Russian leg sweep. You see our crowd and the Joe, they're hyped up. They want Dolph Ziggler to win. And now he's running the ropes. No, they collide. Looks like he was trying to knock him down or something. And Reigns now hammering away. Ziggler with a left hand. A kick. No, Reigns blocks it and a big punch. No, Ziggler gets out of the way. And Ziggler with a zigzag. The second zigzag. Ziggler goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Dolph Ziggler is victorious.
Oh what a match.
Reigns looking for one of those big punches. Ziggler gets out of the way and counters with a zigzag as you see the replay of that.
This has been an interesting night so far in wrestling. I'm only call one match. I'm 1 out of 3.
Yeah, I'm 0-3. I'm 0-3. But anyway, Dolph Ziggler picking up the victory. Ziggler was probably the underdog in this match, especially if you saw Superstars of Today with Roman Reigns spearing both O'Neal and Darren Young. But Ziggler gets the victory, and now we'll send it over to Michael Cole. I believe we'll momentarily have the #1 contender for the PAWL Championship. John Cena saying he'll once again be able to say tonight the champ is here. But anyway, up next is going to be the Big Show versus The Miz. One of the most personal rivalries we've had on the card tonight. This all started 3 weeks ago when Miz was granted a championship match. Or not a championship match, but a match with John Cena for a future title shot on the line is what what Miz said that Kane said. We don't have any video evidence of that. He went to Big Show, said, "Big Show, how about you be my protection? Help me win this match against John Cena." Big Show said, "Yeah," but it ended up all being a trick. And 2 weeks ago, Big Show would explain his actions, saying that he's tired of Miz trying to get other people to do his dirty work. But during that interview, he would be attacked. Then last week, Miz faced a young superstar in Ted DiBiase Jr. Miz was about to put him away with skull-crushing finale before Big Show's Titantron hit, distracting Miz long enough for Ted DiBiase to hit Dream Street and get the upset victory. Big Show later came on the Titantron and said, "Miz, I'm going to knock you out this Sunday." We'll see what happens. And of course, we both picked the Big Show.
I don't see how Miz can stand up long-term against Big Show.
Yeah, he'll have to do something crafty because he ain't going to be able to beat him or pin him, I can tell you that. Big Show, the longtime veteran, the only WCW, WWE, and ECW champion. Only man that has held all 3 of those titles. The time-tested veteran, the Big Show. It was clearly the fan favorite. Miz immediately going outside of the ring. And now going back in. Big Show runs back in and
What
Miz
in
goes
the
out.
world? Miz is trying to play some kind of game here.
Miz runs back in. Looks like Miz is scared of the Big Show. But he's saying, come on. And Miz gets out of the ring. And now runs back in. I don't know what he was thinking there. And now he's just running away from the Big Show. Oh, but Big Show catches him with a big boot. And Big Show with a big right hand. Big Show.
Big Show ought to end this quick.
Immediately just overpowering the Miz. Of course, Miz, a former WWE champion as well. Former United States champion. Former tag team champion. So it's not like Miz is a pushover. Former Mr. Money in the Bank as well. His mouth can just get him in some trouble. As we've seen. And Big Show with some more right hands. Big Show looking for a power bomb. But no, a nice counter from the Miz, DDTing him on the way down. Miz has Big Show down. He needs to do something here. Goes for an early cover. One, no, kick out by the Big Show. And Big Show gets right back up. Miz now running the ropes, thinking he's going to do something to knock down the Big Show. Big Show hits a back body drop. Miz with a right or left hand. Miz is left-handed, of course. He's a southpaw, so he'll be using those left hands. And Miz floats over and hits a neck breaker. A nice move there by the Miz. And now he has Big Show down, stomping away, trying to wear down the big man. Now some left hands and a kick from the southpaw. Hammering away on the Big Show now. Trying to just punch him down. Goes for a kick and no. Big Show counters with a big boot.
You know, that's a big old foot coming at you.
Yeah, 18-5-8. And a big left hook knocking Miz down. Maybe even out. Big Show picks him up. Big Show looking for another powerful move, a wheelbarrow slam. And this has been pretty much all Big Show except for a couple combinations by the Miz. Miz looking for a clothesline, but Big Show, he ain't going to get knocked down. It's been all Big Show as expected early. Miz probably, it looks like Miz talked his mouth that his body couldn't check here. Miz showing Big Show off though. I don't get why he's trying to run in the ropes. He can't really knock Big Show down as Big Show hits another back body drop. And just stepping on Miz, 440 pounds across your chest.
I remember one time when
Big Show rolls. Hold on, Big Show rolls him up. Miz rolls him up, not even a 1 count. What?
One time when I was on the tour, I had to wrestle against Andre the Giant. You want to talk about somebody big coming at you? You ought to take on Andre the Giant. It's like taking on Big Show. Big old boys can hurt.
Anyway, now Miz trying to avoid the Big Show again. Just running away, as you see. I'm playing cat and mouse. Of course, this is one thing Miz has that Big Show doesn't have, and that is quickness. Miz just running around here. Big Show's going to try to cut him off. I'm surprised Miz just don't take a count-out loss and go on to about his business. Oh, Miz kicking him and Big Show falls down. No, but Big Show immediately just throws him back inside the ring. Big clothesline and a big boot to Miz's face.
You know that.
Yep. Knocking him down. Big Show now still on the outside of the ring. Comes back in the ring and Miz knocks Big Show off his feet. An explosive clothesline. Now Miz has Big Show down. And was the opening Miz needed. Now he's hammering away on the big man's head. And Miz gets outside the ring again. Trying to play some cat and mouse here. Maybe do something to mess up Big Show. And Miz planting Big Show's head. Miz going in and outside the ring is the advantage, but now Big Show has him. And Big Show was looking for something big, it looked like, no pun intended, but Miz counters. And now the Miz. Nope. Looks like something's trying to happen. He's throwing him up against the barricade. 5 count. These men got to be careful, though. We have a 5 count now. 6 count. Referee's up at 6. Wait, and Miz! Skull-crushing finale on the outside.
Oh,
Miz hits his finisher on the outside. Skull-crushing finale.
Miz may get this on a count out.
And the referee's at 8 and Big Show's down.
On a count out. I can't believe it.
9. And Big Show gets up. Big Show running towards the ring, but a 10 count and Miz wins.
Oh, my goodness. What a disappointment. a real disappointment.
Miz got the win on a countout. So Miz sneaking his way to victory here. I mean, when it was inside the ring, it was all Big Show. But outside of the ring, as you see here, Miz was able to capitalize, hit that skull-crushing finale on the outside.
The Miz.
And as you see here, Big Show got up, and he just couldn't make it to the ring. And if I was Miz, I'd hightail out of Detroit right now.
That's a cowardly way to try to win a wrestling match.
You see Big Show out there. Big Show is outside. I don't know if Miz should be celebrating or hightailing it out of Detroit, Michigan. Go pick up one of those Ford cars.
Miz knew he couldn't beat Big Show in the ring, so he had to do something.
Yeah, but I have a feeling Big Show's going to respond. This is not going to be over. Miz gets the victory, but I tell you what, yep, I have a feeling they're going to have meeting a no count out, no DQ match soon. Anyway, folks, we have been requested to play a special message from Damien Sandow.
Oh my.
Okay, could you understand any of that?
I don't know what in the world that was all about.
Well, looks like Sandow's been granted a match Friday on Superstars of Today. But speaking of Superstars of Today, a real fight that's going to come about. Wade Barrett and Sheamus. Wade Barrett costing Sheamus a match a few weeks ago. Sheamus saying, hey, if you want to fight, let's fight. Let's do it, no forgiveness. Of course, the English and the Irish have never gotten along. And Wade Barrett and Sheamus aren't doing anything to be known as peacemakers. Wade Barrett, the Englishman, the man from Preston, England. Sheamus from Dublin, Ireland. And they've known each other a long time. I saw back in Europe, they competed with the same wrestling brand, along with Drew McIntyre of 3MB. So they've known each other way before PAWL. It's all going to come to a head tonight.
This will be a good match. Good matchup.
Yeah, you got to think the winner of this, they're either going to be climbing the ranks to a world title match or get an Intercontinental Championship match real soon. Of course, both of these men don't have a bunch of momentum heading in here because JBL beat Sheamus last week on Superstars of Today, and Alberto Del Rio defeated Wade Barrett. But this is probably going to be the biggest fight. Most of the crowd behind Sheamus, but a few of them are Wade Barrett fans as well.
I think I got some bad news. I think Barrett's going to get beat by Sheamus.
I think the people on Sky Sports watching us live here tonight are going to be rooting for Wade Barrett. I bet the Queen is watching, just wanting Wade Barrett to win. Anyway, here we go immediately. Wade Barrett taking control of the arm. No Sheamus counters. And a big shoulder tackle taking him down. Anyway, here comes Sheamus. Grabbing the arm here. Twisting it. Of course, Sheamus known as a brawler, but that is just a style of wrestling that Sheamus does. Wade Barrett was actually a bare-knuckle brawler back in England. So Wade Barrett is not just a tough type. He is actually an experienced hand-to-hand combat fighter. Wrestled or boxed for money, pretty much. Fought for money in England. So I got to think I might have to give the brawling advantage to Wade Barrett. Both of these men are tough as nails. Sheamus has a size and strength advantage, though. See a nice combination by Barrett now taking it, but no, Sheamus again with a wrestling type counter and a belly-to-belly suplex. Sheamus telling him to get up. Wade Barrett with some tough combinations. Sheamus blocks it and comes back with a left of his own. And now Sheamus with a couple right hands of his own, saying, I can brawl too. Wade Barrett, though, takes him up with a vertical suplex, and Barrett is trying to gain control early on. Barrett now just hammering away on Sheamus, and with Wade Barrett, you got to think any one of those fists can bust Sheamus up. any one of those can cause a laceration on Sheamus's forehead.
You know, I'm distantly related to Sheamus. You know that? We're distant cousins.
And now these two bulls lock horns.
Me
And
and
nobody
Sheamus.
wins. Sheamus now sending Wade Barrett into the corner. And now Sheamus sending Wade Barrett's shoulder right into that steel post. Sheamus looking for something there. Knee. No, Wade Barrett blocks it in a big right, punching Sheamus down. Now Wade Barrett taunting to the fans, doing his signature boom. Wade Barrett now goes under and rakes the eyes of Sheamus. Now Wade Barrett looking for a submission hold here. Is Sheamus going to tap out? Very unexpected, but who knows? This might make Sheamus tap out. No, Sheamus doesn't tap out. Wade Barrett now. No, Sheamus throws him into the turnbuckle. What is Sheamus thinking? Sheamus beating his chest. And Sheamus. We've seen Sheamus do this before. Firing up. Hitting that sixth sense. And Sheamus is on a roll.
Sheamus is going to stick with it.
Now Sheamus. A nice move there by Sheamus. And Sheamus may end this early. Going for the cover now. 1, 2. No, Wade Barrett gets the shoulder up at 2. Sheamus now continuing the attack. Whipping Barrett. Barrett just being able to hold on the ropes. And Sheamus. Big move knocking him down. I believe he calls that the fiery red hand. Now Wade Barrett though catches it. And Wade Barrett with a bull hammer on the outside. And we might have another count-out victory, but no, Wade Barrett wants to win this real, it looks like, as Wade Barrett picks him up and is continuing the punishment. But Wade Barrett just hit his bull hammer. Sheamus may be knocked out. And continuing to pound the fist. Bad move on Sheamus' part by going outside, but I guess if he was going to hit the bull hammer, better to be outside of the ring. 6 count, though, by the ref, and Sheamus is dazed. Sheamus looks like he's trying to make it in, and he'll make it in by the 7 count. Barrett, though, has controlled this matchup after hitting his finisher on the outside. Barrett now. Some left jabs. Wade Barrett showing his strength there. Wade Barrett trying to torture those knees, and that's a pretty good strategy by Wade Barrett, because if he messes up Sheamus' knees good enough, then he can't hit the brogue kick. Wade Barrett firing up now. Will this be the end for Sheamus? Hook of the leg. 1, no. Now Wade Barrett looking for another signature move. Wasteland. And that's got to be all.
No.
Wade Barrett hitting Wasteland. And here we go. 1, 2. No, Sheamus kicked out. Sheamus kicked out of the Wasteland. Great move there by Sheamus. Sheamus with a brogue kick.
Wow.
Covered. No, Wade Barrett grabs the ropes. It didn't look like it connected all of it anyway. Wade Barrett with a counter. So you said Sheamus, I said Wade Barrett in the pre-match predictions. Why do you think Sheamus is going to win?
I just think Sheamus is a tough guy. And I think he can outlast Barrett.
Hold on the cover.
Is there something you know about that I didn't coming into this match?
Well, I said Wade Barrett because these men are both great fighters. But as I said, Wade Barrett is a trained fighter. And he is not as morally right as Sheamus. So he'll probably go to levels that Sheamus will not. But Wade Barrett, speaking of levels that Sheamus will not, he went up a couple levels of flights as he went off the top rope, but Sheamus kicks out. Sheamus running the ropes. Wade Barrett, though, with another counter. Entertaining match here at No Forgiveness, our first CPV, and Wade Barrett with another one of those Winds of Change slams. And Wade Barrett's about to put this one away. It looks like another cover. 1, 2. No, Sheamus kicks out. Sheamus showing some resiliency here.
I see Sheamus. It looks like he's getting a second wind here.
Yep.
But he's got to take advantage while he can.
Sheamus now in the corner with Wade Barrett hitting some shoulders. Now Sheamus just trying to punish Wade Barrett. And now Sheamus, the Irish curse backbreaker, goes for a cover. 1, 2, 3. He got him. Sheamus got on an Irish curse backbreaker. Not one of Sheamus' finishers, but he went for the cover, and it looks like Wade Barrett was dazed enough. So Sheamus gets the victory. Wade Barrett dominated the match, though, especially those closing parts.
Hard fought match.
As we'll get a look at the ending here, the Irish curse backbreaker was enough to score the pinfall. So Sheamus gets the victory. Wade Barrett dominated most of his matchup, as we said. Could have gone either way, but Sheamus was resilient enough to kick out and then resourceful enough to hit that Irish curse. So Sheamus is victorious. A great match there in which Sheamus emerged victorious.
Absolutely. Very hard-fought match.
I gotta think Wade Barrett might not think it's over, but I tell you what, I'd like to see another match between those two. That was amazing.
I'm sure you will.
And speaking of amazing matches, it's time for our first title match of the night. We will have Shield members Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins defending the tag titles against the Primetime Players. Of course, PTP along with Dolph Ziggler defeated the Shield in 6-man tag team action on the first week. The second week, the PTP won a 4-team tag team turmoil match to become #1 contenders. The Primetime Players and Dolph Ziggler has been going in singles matches along with the Shield, and as we saw earlier, Dolph Ziggler defeated Roman Reigns. But that wasn't with gold on the line, and this one is. First title match of the night, tag team titles of Superstars of today is on the line. We both picked the Shield in the pre-show. Why do you think? Why'd you pick the Shield?
I just think the Shield is tough and more prepared for tonight's match.
Yeah, we've seen the Shield work great as a team, and although these two guys are best friends, Titus and Darren Young, the Shield is a great team, and I think they will be able to overcome.
I just think the Shield is bigger fighters. Don't you agree?
I don't know, but see, with the thing about the Shield,
Although I'll tell you, PTP's pretty jacked up coming out to the ring tonight.
well, if you had a title match, wouldn't you be jacked up?
Sure. I had many in my day.
Yeah, for the Divas Championship. Anyway, we're going to continue here. One thing that I do think the PTP have advantage is that Roman Reigns is the muscle of the Shield, but he is not in this match. So with the Shield, you have a normal size, normal built, normal style. Well, not normal style, but not high flying, not power of Dean Ambrose. And then you have the high flyer of Seth Rollins. With the PTP, you have the tough muscle man in Titus O'Neil, which the Shield did not have. And then you have kind of a normal guy like Darren Young. So Darren Young and Dean Ambrose will start it off. Young runs right to him, but Dean Ambrose counters with a move. Darren Young gets right back up, though. Now they lock horns. Darren Young with a side headlock. And a big neck breaker bringing him down. And a big move there, punching him down. And another one. Dean Ambrose with an Irish whip. Of course, Dean Ambrose, probably the craziest member of the Shield, has the craziest style. Seth Rollins more of the architect and Roman Reigns the power, but Roman Reigns is not here. Neither is Dolph Ziggler, and they're not out here as well. probably recovering from that amazing match that they had earlier in the night. And now Seth Rollins tags in, and Rollins running the ropes, and a big knee there. That kind of looks like the Daniel Bryan knee. And another one. Looks like Seth Rollins been taking some tips from Daniel Bryan. And a third one, no. Darren Young counters. Of course, Young and O'Neal have never won gold of any type here in the PAWL. So this would be their first championships. Now side headlock. No, a wreck of the eyes now. Young and O'Neal dominating the early part of this match. And Rollins, though, with the count. Now whipping Rollins out. No, Rollins with a big forearm. And Rollins, what's he thinking? Rollins going to look high flying in a big move there.
What a move.
A knee to the face. Rollins is really the only true high flyer in this matchup that we will see things like that out of. Makes a tag into Ambrose. And see, this is one of the parts of the Shield. They've already had 2 tags, as when the Primetime players have had 0. So they're keeping each other fresh, although reversal of an Irish whip. No, Ambrose reverses it. And now Ambrose is going a little bit high risk here. Tornado DDT. Planting his face in the canvas. And now look at Ambrose. He's just choking Darren Young. Using that full 5 count to choke out Darren Young. And now doing it again. The crazy style of Dean Ambrose.
He's unique in his wrestling style. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. That's why I said. That's why I just said. But now Darren Young trying to take advantage. Now Young choking him out, taking a full 5 count, kind of returning the favor. Young might need to make a tag to O'Neal as Darren Young has spent the entire match. And now shoves him off, running towards him, but Dean Ambrose with a nice counter. And now another tag to Seth Rollins. See, the Shield have made 3 tags, and PTP has not made a single one. So they're keeping each other fresh, while Darren Young has to treat this as almost a handicap match of sorts. And Rollins, a big spear knocking him down, and now Rollins running the ropes again. What's Seth Rollins going to do? No, he comes back in before he gets a chance. No, but Rollins still springboarding in a crash and a burn. And now that gives Young an opportunity to tag in the big Titus O'Neal. Rollins will tag in Ambrose. We got 2 fresh men. A nice counter there by Dean Ambrose, though. Ambrose taking out the legs of Titus O'Neal. Kind of what we saw MVP do in the earlier tag team matchup on the pre-show against the Tons of Funk when MVP and Shelton Benjamin scored a victory.
Yep.
Now just slamming the arm of O'Neal down. Shield working great as a team in the early going. That's why they're the tag team champions. They're the champs for a reason. Knife edge chop. Titus, though, showing his pure power. Defensive end at Florida actually played against Peyton Manning.
Wouldn't you hate to see that coming after you?
Yep. Former defensive end at Florida. And another Oklahoma Slam. That's kind of a unique Oklahoma Slam. Normally you pick him up differently and get a running start. That's almost like a tombstone, except you slam him down on his back instead of his head. But Ambrose with a nice counter. Ambrose and Rollins have been wrestling longer than O'Neal and Young. Now here comes O'Neal. Picking up Ambrose now and hammering away, and now it is Ambrose who's almost feeling isolated. He hasn't made a tag in a while, and O'Neal's dominating. This is giving Rollins and Young some time, and a nice move there. This is giving Rollins and Young some time to freshen up, and now Ambrose throwing him into the corner. Looks like they'll make another tag, but no, O'Neal frees himself, but Ambrose with a big right, punching him down. Ambrose makes the tag into Rollins. And now it is Titus O'Neal who gets the back suplex. Rollins now tagged in, though, so he's more fresh than O'Neal. And a big forearm in the corner by Rollins. Seth Rollins now running the ropes and another one of those knees. He's trying to do his Daniel Bryan impression, going high risk. And no, he ducks at something from O'Neal, but then O'Neal hits him. And we're going high. Speaking of high risk, we're going high risk. O'Neal, superplex on the way, and feel the impact. Such impact. But Rollins still being able to get up, and a nice move there. Rollins running the ropes, and another one of those knees. That's like the 5th knee. Rollins really trying to beat Daniel Bryan. Maybe he'll get a world title match. Anyway, it looks like he's going to make a tag. No. O'Neal reverses. But O'Neal's been in this match a while now. We've been going for about more than a couple minutes. And O'Neal and Young have only made 1 tag. So they've each been in, a couple minutes. While Rollins and Ambrose have made 4 or 5 tags.
They really are going at it tonight. Making it a great match.
A nice dragon screw there by Rollins. O'Neal just picking him up and slamming him down, though. O'Neal with a side headlock. And big knees to the gut. Now Titus. Trying to work on Rollins now. And both of these men have been in the match for a few minutes. So they're pretty worn down, but their partners are fresh if they can make a tag. Of course, again, this match is for the PAWL Tag Team Championships, our first title match of the night. It looks like Ambrose is trying to get involved now. Trying to help his buddy. Rollins, though, the Dragon Screw. Of course, we are live in Detroit, Michigan, the Joe Louis Arena. And a big forearm to the corner again. Somebody in the front row is a Seth Rollins fan, apparently. As we see, another tag's going to be made. Now they're going to get another double team maneuver. Ambrose is jumping on O'Neal's back. That's got to hurt. So O'Neal is being isolated. He's been in this match a while. And now Dean Ambrose. A unique slam there. That's one of the unique things. Almost like a picks him up and hits him with a DDT type maneuver. Now just choking out O'Neal again.
The Shield is doing a good job isolating each of these men during their match, you know it?
Yes, the longest anybody was in for the Shield was about 1.5 minutes with Seth Rollins, and O'Neal's been in there for about 3 or 4 minutes.
That can be
but O'Neal with a great counter.
It can be a huge advantage.
And O'Neal looking to tag in Young as it looks like, but no, O'Neal decides to go in. No, he makes the tag. Now fresh Darren Young comes in. Darren Young looks fired up. No, a nice counter there by Ambrose. It seems like the Shield has been 1 step ahead of the Primetime Players, working as the better team. Going to the top rope. And a missile drop kick there. Now Ambrose just kind of playing to the crowd almost, it looks like, trying to irritate him. But now, will that have bad effects for the Shield? Is Darren Young now with a nice slam. Darren Young with an elbow to the face. We talk about how weird and eccentric Dean Ambrose's style is, but Darren Young isn't the most textbook wrestler as well. No, Ambrose pushing him away. Now it looks like Ambrose with another one of those tornado DDTs. What's going to happen here? Ambrose picks him up. And Ambrose, we've seen this before. A nice move there by Dean Ambrose. This might be all.
What a move.
Dean Ambrose looking for his finishing maneuver. Driving his head. And the cover. No, a rope break.